sure
Are the
you can agree
undocumented
with me on
immigrants the
this.
racist white
I'm
man or the
100%.
marginalized or the marginalized people of color? Because
Wait,
you're
could you
making
say
a
that
parallel
again? I
here.
hear you.
Because you're making a parallel here to the racist white man claiming that the black man was stealing their jobs. So
Yeah.
the parallel, who's the black man that's quote unquote stealing the job? Is that the
That
undocumented
would
immigrant who's
be
being
the
oppressed?
immigrants. Currently, right now, the United States citizens want
Then
minimum the
why?
federal
How don't
minimum
you see
wage to
this?
raise. We
Yes,
want the
you're
federal
comparing
minimum wage
undocumented
to raise.
immigrants
Democrats said
to
no.
the oppressed black
Democrats
man.
voted no,
But
and they're
the way
going to
to
continue
respond to
to
the
vote
oppressed
no
black
on that.
man would
And
it be
then on
to
top of
fucking
that,
illegally
they're going
deport
to
him to be
come bring
tortured in
immigrants
another
in
country,
here
right?
for them to take
Wait,
our
wait, wait, wait,
jobs.
wait, wait,
Yes.
wait. You
The
just
same
in your own
thing.
analogy, I have a very clear question. In your own analogy, you just compared the undocumented immigrant to the oppressed black man. Answer the following question. In response to the oppressed black man, should we have illegally deported them to be tortured in another country, or should we have implemented good policy and provision to increase their bargaining power in the workplace so they could get paid higher wages?
Okay, see, first off, them African American men were United States citizens, so they couldn't have been deported. So that analogy wouldn't work. But
You're the
if they
one
were
that
able
made
to
the
be
analogy.
deported, if African Americans were able to be deported, then no, I wouldn't really think that would be the best option. I think we need to keep the people who are already here, and that includes some of the undocumented immigrants, but the people from 2020 who decided to rush the border, you don't need to be here. You don't contribute nothing to this country. They literally ran into the country
This is a
illegally.
silly
We
narrative.
don't need to have them here. That's
When
just that
Trump was
simple.
president?
That was when at the end of Trump presidency, beginning of Biden presidency.
No. There was
Yes.
not a day of 2020 when Biden was president.
Or not 2020. I think it was it was at the end of 2020, beginning 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He was
you know what I'm
president at the
talking
end of
about.
2020 and the beginning of 2021. Trump again.
End of 2020. That was December.
Yeah,
That's
that
when
was
they
president in
Trump
December of
president
2020.
supported.
Who was president in December of
Okay,
2020?
That was Trump still. And who was
Yeah.
president in 2021 when the busing started happening?
At the beginning of 2021? Trump!
You know,
What happened
so
when the
Dean,
Okay.
I appreciate you having me back up, but this has been like a silly talking point. You mentioned the busing, and then you also mentioned like the inner cities. Like you do understand the only reason that these immigrants, one, they're not undocumented, they're asylum seekers, but two, the reason why they were shipped to places like Chicago and other quote unquote blue cities is because the Republican governors in Texas and Florida actually illegally trafficked these asylum seekers from those states to those blue cities, while at the same time keeping the federal funds that's allocated for those asylum seekers. Like, so you're sitting here talking about quote unquote busing or them being in downtown in a hotel. Like, yes, the
Yeah.
reason why Chicago had put them in a hotel is because Texas and Florida shipped them to Chicago without the federal funds that were allocated for them. And so they needed to have somewhere for those asylum seekers, which is a
Excellent
legal
shit, bro.
process of coming into the country. They needed somewhere for them to be. You've been saying a lot of stuff that's just wrong.
Wait.
Yeah, like pretty much everything you've said has been wrong.
Okay. Can you please clarify one thing that I said that was just completely wrong? Like I said,
Yeah, when
personally,
you start
I want to
talking
give you my
about the
stance
fact
before
that
you fully
these
go into
immigrants
that.
come
Hold on,
into
wait,
black.
real quick.
No, I'm answering your
Real
question.
quick,
You
I'm
said
giving
these
you my
immigrants come
stance before you
into.
go into that.
Sure. go
My
ahead.
stance is for construction companies, for construction workers. Construction workers are currently in the United States sitting at home, not getting no work from their union jobs. These are union jobs that are meant to
The
help us
unions
get
that Trump
jobs and
wants to
protect
bust.
us.
Yeah.
Mind you, they're supposed
You
to
don't
protect
have to
us from
monologue. I
situations
can
like this,
answer your
and they're
question
not
based
able
off
to
of that
protect us
preference.
because corporations would rather hire someone for $21 an hour or $15
like
an hour,
you don't have to keep
overpaying me
monologue.
my
I got you.
$86 an hour that I am worth, that I have worked hard for. So
Okay.
why would I not get paid my $86 an hour?
It's because the
Because the
Republican
company
Party
wanna-
doesn't want you to get paid that. Like, if you really
my
wanted to
God.
advocate for better pay
Yeah.
raise, if you really cared about that, then you would advocate for mandatory. I'm not mandatory. I'm sorry. Mass amnesty. Right. That would give a pathway for raising the actual pay floor. Because if undocumented
That's not
immigrants
gonna
can't,
fix.
I'm still speaking. If
I've already made this
undocumented
point.
immigrants can't. Say it again, Dean.
I've already made this point 5 times. He just hasn't been listening. Like,
Oh,
he
Got
just
it.
like he just continues to repeat himself over and over and over again. And I think that I'm going to end the conversation unless you could acknowledge that mass amnesty is a viable policy solution due to the fact that it put undocumented immigrants who are now residents or citizens on equal footing to pre-existing residents or citizens as it would relate to collected real median wages due to the fact
Yeah.
that they'd have more bargaining power.
First off, you never made that claim. I do agree with that, but what I'm trying to say is jobs are being lost. I'm saying that. Okay, never mind. It's cool, bro.
I'm kicking that guy because like we've literally went over that all. Listen, my least favorite type of debate to have with somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about is one about the economy.
Yeah.
Economics. Listen, not everybody's super educated on economics, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Okay, right? Because it's honestly a hard field to really get accustomed to, and it's not everybody's cup of tea. Like when I was a freshman in high school, when I was like a freshman in college, I didn't really like debates. Not debates. I didn't really like economics. You know, it kind of sucked to learn about. I had to take like micro and macro as a precursor to like a degree in business or philosophy, and I hated it. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're going to try to make a complex economic evaluation of the impact of immigration on the American labor force and real median wages, then you're going to have to be pretty accustomed to economics, and you're going to be able to hold water in debate and like understand these concepts. And a lot of people that will make those arguments can't. Hi, welcome into Sport Trump. Clavine,
shit.
you can't hear me?
Nope. It's hard to hear.
You want to turn up your volume?
It's hard to hear.
Do you have your volume down?
Whatever. On Super Chat, thank you so much, Philippus. Thank you so much for the $20 on Super Chat. I appreciate it.
When did you last shit, Dean?
Jesus Christ, that guy's weird. Philippus with the $20 on Super Chat says Eric Swalwell is literally being blasted by the Democrats right now for the allegations that have come out against him. We go after whoever's in the wrong. I know, exactly, which I think is really a representation of why the left is not a cult. Because we're blasting the fuck out of Eric Swalwell.
I don't know if you saw this because like this just came across 9 minutes ago, but they have officially opened an active investigation into Eric Swalwell.
Yeah, I saw that. And you know what's really been pissing me off? Like so much. Like this has been like really unsettling me. Is watching all the Republicans in Congress turn around and demand that he be investigated, demand that he drop out of the race, and demand that he resign from Congress, when they didn't do any of those things for Trump. And the reason why that pisses me off so much, on top of like the clear hypocrisy, is because it demonstrates that the Republicans in Congress aren't just dumb. Okay? They know that a credible accusation matters. They know that when a woman accuses a man of rape, it matters. They know that when a man has a shit ton of credible accusations, they're probably guilty. They know that when a woman is able to prove it in a court, that dude's out. But they don't care when it is Trump at all. It has been pissing me off. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people that have like said that I'm a little bit unsettled today. I'm a little bit more angry compared to most days. And I think it's true. I think the reason why is because of watching the GOP's response to Eric Swalwell. It's because it tells me that they know exactly who Donald Trump is. They just don't care because of their political affiliation with him. It like legitimately has been making me so angry all day long. Laura T, I appreciate you for the $10 as well. He says, why did this caller blame the undocumented immigrants and not the corporations hiring them? Stop defending the top 0.1%. Could not agree more, Laura T. You always have something smart to say, dude. Thank you so much. Outcast Logger for the $20, who says, have you ever thought that the reasons Charlie had something new because it's... I wasn't tracking that logger. Do you want to try to type that again? But know that I really appreciate you for the love. And then Angelina, thank you so much for the 40, sorry, not the 40, for the 70 Canadian dollars over on YouTube Super Chat. Angelina, you are awesome. That is so fucking kind of you. That is so much money. I'm so very grateful for you. Please, for everybody who's tuning into the stream, show some love to Angelina down below in that comment section. Thank you so fucking much. Angelina with a $70 says, hey, Dean, I haven't been able to donate in a while, but I'm here every day. So here's a gift. I hope that you're doing well. Much love as always. Well, thank you, Angelina. That is beyond kind. Absolutely. positively beyond kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bernie Krat, thank you for the $10, who says, you and your followers give me hope that we'll survive MAGA. I'm 73, and you'll be happy to not look at your age when you're my age. To me, you look like the Kool-Aid pitcher when you smile, quite frankly. Shout out to you, Bernie Krat. Thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Then Phoenix, thank you for the $20, who says, if we attacked Iran because they have nukes, why have we not attacked Russia? Because they have nukes too. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's because we actually don't really care when our adversaries have nukes. If anything, I know that this is an unpopular belief, and I might not necessarily say that this is true for Iran, but I mean, I don't think nukes should exist, but given that nukes do exist, when we have them and our adversaries have them, and there's mutually assured destruction,